Early contributors. Eugene Francois Viduque. He is Exxon Vic who became the head of Sorete. Henry and John Fielding. He established the world first uniformed police force. Robert Peel. He is the father of modern policing system. Dr. Hans Cross. He is the father of criminalistic. Edmond Lockhart. He established the world first criminal laboratory. Sir Llewellyn William Atherley. He pioneered the modus operandi. Thomas Brine. He discovered that modus operandi do not remain the same, and it changes as the progression of the criminal changes. Alphonse Bertillon. He is the father of personal identification. Jonathan Wild. Arguably the world's first private detective. Alan Pinkerton. He was a pioneer in non-government policing system. August Vollmer. He is an army sergeant in the war. He is an army sergeant in a war of American and Spanish. John Edgar Hoover. He is a director, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Criminal investigation. A systematic step-by-step process determining whether a crime has been committed or who committed it. Detection. It is the fact of discovery and preliminary investigation. It is the early initial stage of investigation. Follow-up investigation. This is usually done by the investigator detective to build up a stronger case. Re-investigation. Resorted whenever a fatal error has been committed. Qualities of the good investigator. Intellectual characteristic. Sort out facts from fiction. Emotional and psychological characteristic. Encounter cases which reveal the worst of human nature. Physical characteristic. The ability to work long hours in the field. CSI effect. The expectation of the unrealistic expectation of the public in the conduct of criminal investigation. Goals of the criminal investigation: to determine whether or not a crime has been committed, to identify and arrest a suspect, to provide the evidence to the prosecution, and to recover the stolen properties. Investigation tools: interrogation, information, instrumentation. Source of information: person, things, place. Victims: the person who suffered indirect or indirect. Complainants: the person who informed the police about the crime and demands something's gonna be done about it. Witness: the person have personal knowledge about the crime. Eyewitness: the person who know the whole crime. Informants: voluntarily giving information. Informers: involuntary and reward. Suspect: the person who accused as the author of the crime. 6 cardinals points of investigation. 5W and 1H. What, where, when, who, why, how. Interview: a friendly and cooperative conversation. Place the body of the crime. Place the body of the crime, in Latin, corpus delicti. Primary crime scene. Primary crime scene is a place where the crime committed. Secondary crime scene, a place where the crime continued. Post-video crime scene, a crime scene that is to mislead what really happened. Entry point, a crime scene where the person have the access to enter the room. Contact points, a crime scene where the body suspect and it contains the suspect DNA. Exit point, a crime scene where the suspect leave the room. Documenting the crime scene. Record all available information surrounding a crime scene. Photograph. Photograph taking individuals photograph of the crime in the scene of the crime.
Gumaga tayo bukas. Oo. Gumaga tayo. Oo. Ito ang benefit na nagbubang kita.
Video and voice recording
Saan tayo matulog?
made by investigator to aid his memory. Crime scene sketch. Crime scene sketch is to show the important object used in the crime. Long range.
Ano yan? May chat. Ito pa.
Long range to show the prominent landmark at the background to indicate its location. And medium shot, highlighting a spot and
Pwede dyan.
close up in dictating one specific evidence, and rough sketch taken at the field, final sketch finalized at the office, and lane or strip, searchers align in straight path, and double strip, searchers made a second pass, and second pass, double strip, searchers made a second pass relevant to the first search, and spiral begins or ends in a focal points, making a clockwise or counterclockwise motion in the crime scene, and wheel, ruddy, pie, or spoke, radiating outward or toward the center of the crime scene, and zone, sector, or quadrant. Crime scene divided into several zones. And things are tangible object found at the crime scene, or possession of a suspect. Next is Trace evidence. Trace evidence is minute evidence found at the crime scene, or trace evidence. Trace evidence is minute evidence discovered in a crime scene, which is placed by the suspect. And next is associating evidence. Associating evidence is evidence found at the suspect which is placed him at the crime scene. For example, blood, cloth, and next is next is the souvenir. Part of the crime scene where the suspect intentionally took as a remembrance. And next is and trophy. Part of the body of the victim which is the suspect took as a memento. And instrumentation used for forensic tools, interrogation. Interrogation is talking to the suspect, which is the evidence is already obtained. And next is ano to? Case public reports. Public reports is public report official reports of a crime made by police officials, and initial report made immediately after the initial report made immediately after the incident. And then progress report, taking action after the initial report, taking action after the initial investigation, and final report, final summary of the findings of the documenting and affidavit. Next is timely. Report must be passed on time, and factual and objective, must be based on facts, and accurate. Report must be precise, and
Yan na! Nisi! Balik! Yan na!
Case preparation is collecting all information in orderly